Hey, welcome back. You're listening to Numbers on WAYO LP Rochester 104.3 FM, WAYOFM.org. Here is Attica Basement live in the studio.
Okay, here we go.
Odds are you weren't alone, as you know. Any parasite needs a host. Blood touched the ground, round and round. Say it's anything else unannounced. Live like you like, as life bait, flakes or triangulate. At one time I would rename myself Bruised Water Moon. When we all travel on, you're my destination. Bruised water moon, bruised water moon. Yours, mine, and all our time. Bruised water moon. Blended to dust and thought. Blended to dust and thought. The world slows down, we'll speed into the sun, hunting space in plastic bellies that might fling open, sick of medicine, hollowed spots above the treetops, entering the poison-free shots. I'm not afraid of the sky, I'm not afraid of the sky, I'm not afraid of the sky. Yellowed out and hollowing, your sickest trick is working great. You are not the same person that I knew when I was your age. I would shop the best of them, and I don't know what's a dollar more. I would shop the best of them and shorten wars and shorten hours. And I'm not afraid of the sky, I'm not afraid of the sky. I don't remember staying alive. entire sky. Pilots on the ground steer, tears turn into clouds. Don't feel nothing yet, don't forget. I address and watch the parlor walls flex. Listen to applause of divine appliances rest. Out of mind, straight lines all entwined. Pretend to fall in line, just quietly inside. Tide or flight, alternated past. Every different one, the ants attack at dawn. Antisend, everything is bent towards ending all at once. The illusion of not giving in. Warfare jazz, Jesus polygraph chess. Speaking over lunch, losing to not win. Out of mind, straight lines all entwined. Taped over my eyes, lost or never alive. Tide or flight, droppers feeding back. Alternated past, haunting cul-de-sac. I wake early and falsify the dawn below. Tactically clothed, peeling veneer. Pioneer, try and steer, nothing else gets near. In wintertime, going here. Glory, shore to shore, I'm an omnivore, returning to the war. I learned losing, now it's easy. Dying man, turning on a fan, on a pile of sand. Now you understand. Antisend, everything is bent. Dawners came and went. Don't feel nothing yet.
Yeah. What you just heard there was Attic Basement live in the studio. 3 new songs. Right, Mike?
Correct. 3 new songs. Hard to sing. Straining my voice. But they're fun. They're fun to play.
I was going to ask you that because you do that. You know, you have a. What's your normal voice? The low part?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
there's
I
the
got a
high part
lower
like
voice.
falsetto, or you just.
No, it's just
Kinda
kind of
strain it?
Straining, yeah. I'm expecting some vocal damage at some point, but it hasn't happened yet.
So yeah, those are 3 new songs. Have you played those out live yet or no?
One time, we had a show a couple weeks ago, so they've only been played once. So recording them now, just had a mixing session last night actually with Ben Morey, who's
Oh yeah.
yeah, is a studio called Submarine
Mhm.
Sound Studio, and so that's been going really well, and those are turning out great. So those 3 songs were pretty much we've just put the finishing touches last night on those mixes, and I'm not sure what that'll turn into. Hopefully a full-length album.
Mhm.
Because I got some other songs churning, nothing ready to go yet, but I think I probably pieced together something full-length.
Is that band material, like what you're recording, or are you doing it solo?
At the moment, it's solo. I've been playing all the instruments, and Ben's been contributing some, and Katie, his wife, has been doing some backing vocals.
Oh,
too.
okay,
So
but it's full
we're
instrumentation.
going for a full band sound.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you work on multiple songs at once? Like when you're writing songs, you work on multiple songs at once, kind of as a batch, and go back and forth, or do you like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
for
you don't-
sure. Yeah. I'd like to. There's a rare occasion where like a song will just happen in like one sit down, where it'll come together and then that's done. Like that's ready. That's happened once or twice, and those are like really
Like music and words, or one part.
well,
What do
the
you
whole
normally
thing,
do?
The whole thing. I do. Normally, I'll come up with like a guitar part, and then the vocals will come sometimes years down
Yeah,
the road.
yeah, yeah.
You know, the finish, but until I'm finally happy with it. The music is much easier for me
Yeah.
than the lyrics.
But you you write all your music you do first, and then eventually lyrics
Yeah.
come. And
Yeah.
yeah, It doesn't seem it because your lyrics, I mean, they're confusing.
Yeah.
I don't always follow exactly what you're talking about, which I love about them. And then other parts just make me sad, and I don't know why. There was a song from the split that we worked on. So full disclosure, I put out a split of Attica Basement with Nod years ago, and there's a song, I should know the song, but every time I hear it, I cry.
Oh, really? Try to sleep, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Yeah, so I always wondered like how you wrote your lyrics and if you did it at the same time or after the fact. Yeah.
No, most of it's done without the guitar. Like the lyrics will, it's really haphazard. I don't really have a system. I carry a notebook around with me, and I'll just jot down things that pop into my head and try to sort of piece that stuff together.
Yeah.
But a lot of that, so a lot of the songs don't have a real narrative. They're open to interpretation, which is kind of the way I prefer songs that I tend to like are
Right.
not as clear cut, you know.
Right. Yeah, Will Veeder has a song, another song that makes me cry all the time,
Yeah.
and it's a song about his cat, but you do not know it's about his cat. Like I know it's about his cat because he told me.
Yeah.
But it's the most beautiful song and sad, and it's about his cat,
That's
and it
great.
kills me. Yeah, it hurts even more knowing it. You know,
Well, did
having
the cat die?
cats
Is
too.
it-
Well, yeah, of
yeah.
course, yeah. That's why.
Well, notice you can write a song about a sad cat.
He writes, yeah. You guys both write sad songs for me. So what? You don't have to go into this or not. So is the band a unit still or not a unit? The band's been somewhat fluid over the years, but the last, you've been a trio for the last handful of years at least, right?
Well, and then we also added Emily.
Oh yeah,
yes.
right, yeah.
So it's been kind of a four piece for all the way up until the pandemic, a little bit before. We really haven't done much. So I've played a few shows. They're all been solo.
Yeah. Yeah, you played I saw you play like a piano or organ.
Yeah,
set,
but that was
right?
but it was a piano set because I messed my finger up right before the show. I was all planning to be a guitar, because I never really played.
Oh, you cut your finger, right, or
Cut
something?
my finger,
Yeah,
and I had
think
to
you
play
told me
a
that.
couple shows on the Wurlitzer, and I think that turned out good. I had to prepare all that stuff, but up until 2019 was probably the last time we all played together. But I would like to get it back together. I've just been kind of lazy about it.
Yeah, sure. So you're gonna, the plan is basically to work on probably a bunch of more songs and then start thinking about playing out and stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to remind everybody, so we did the split LP years ago, but you have 2 records on Father Daughter, right?
Yeah, Father Daughter put out Dream News in 2016.
That was the new material.
That was all
right?
new material,
Yeah.
and Dancing is Depressing came out a couple years after, maybe a year after. That was a re-release vinyl. So, in the split with Nod was 2014, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember.
So, but the last album of new stuff is 7 years ago.
That was Dreamin', right?
Dream News.
Yeah, Dream News.
Yeah, that was recorded right before Win was born, my first son. So, hi Win, I think he's listening. Hi Cole too. I think he might be listening too. So this is the first album since Win has been alive.
And then before that, all you have is the cassette. A couple.
Got cassette.
You have a couple
got
things,
a couple
right?
CDRs.
They're
or
hard
like
to find.
Three CDRs, handmade. That's why they're hard to find.
Yeah.
They don't exist anymore.
Full disclosure, I've been bugging Mike to reissue some of that early stuff.
Yeah.
He's been resistant.
And the cassette release too. Yeah, I'm open.
Yeah. So you're working on a couple new songs. You said right now.
Yeah, this new batch is I probably haven't, like I said, I think enough for probably a 10 or 12 album, 12 song album. So, and hopefully with Ben, it sounded really good at Ben's studio. So I'm psyched. I'm excited to keep working on it.
He's got that in his house where
Yeah.
his school, music school is too,
Right,
right?
where
Yeah,
his
it's like
school-
an attic space or
Yeah,
something.
have you been there?
No, I don't think I've been there. I've seen a lot of photos and videos of people recording there, and I've heard stuff recorded out of there, and
Yeah.
it gets a really
right.
nice sound.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an old
Yeah.
dentist's.
Oh, yeah, right.
space,
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of near my house, sort of.
Yeah.
On the way. I
Yep.
pass it all the time.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It's relaxed setting, not like a normal studio where it's
Right.
you're feeling rushed and stuff, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Ben.
Great. Yeah, so no show plans right now, but
No, nothing. Nothing for now. I'm just sort of hanging out and working on songs. So
yeah.
when I have free time,
Yeah.
my work is crazy. So
Take some vacation over the summer and
yeah,
finish things up.
yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Well, I want to thank Mike for stopping in the studio and playing those new tracks. Hopefully you all dug it. I'll post a show afterwards, of course, like I do always, on mixcloud.com/CarbonJoeTunis. So you'll be able to hear it if you missed it. And yeah, thanks again for coming in.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, it was great.
Thank you, everybody.
So you're listening to number